Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here come the Titans. There's Ryan Tannehill. And for a while, there was the thought that Ryan Tannehill would be heading back to Miami for the Super Bowl with the Titans as the AFC champions. Beginning of the year, no one would have predicted that one. Sadly for Tennessee fans, that didn't come to pass. A 35-24 loss to KC ended those thoughts. But still, what a season for number 17.
Imagine if that had happened. Do you know he and his family still own a home in Miami? They would have gone and stayed at their own house if indeed that had happened. But you're right, what an incredible year. He ended up leading the NFL in passer rating. And I think that he has designs on continuing to be the quarterback in Tennessee. Wouldn't surprise me if Tennessee wants the same thing. They'll just have to diversify the offense just a little bit more in order to take that next step. It can't just be totally Derrick Henry or nothing. They have to do a few more things, and they'll be working on that.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Mike 54. Here we go, Steve. Here I come.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. And this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 44 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go!
Chance to talk about the Titans season as they come back out here. We mentioned it earlier, but he knows they came up short in that AFC title game. But you think about early contenders for 2020, Titans have to be right up there. Best running back in the league. A.J. Brown really came on as a #1 receiver. Strong offensive line, but defensively, CD, they were just 21st overall.
But I think that they're going to continue to get better. Remember when they drafted Jeffrey Simmons last year out of Mississippi State, and he came in with a knee injury, and they weren't sure they'd get him to play at all this season? Well, he played, and he played really well down the stretch. So pairing him with Jarrell Casey up front, hard for teams to run the football. And I think behind them, that allowed Rashaan Evans and Jaylen Brown to get better at linebacker. And the secondary is a bunch of ball hawks. I mean, Adoree Jackson, Malcolm Butler, they've got guys who can go get the football. I think that they will rank close to the top 10 in defense next year if they keep everyone intact.
It's caught. Humphreys. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Tannehill in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Tannehill. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. It's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Tannehill throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Throwing again is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded. And you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Floating one, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So now Tannehill and the Titans down 8-7, a minute 37 remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54.
Let's go, D. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Tannehill now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. They'll look to throw. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's got Lewis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 50 plants.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.